charlottechamber.org. Well, from Reverend Billy Graham to Michael Jordan, each December the Charlotte Chamber honors a Charlottean working to make the Queen City a better place. Carolina Impact's Danielle Koser introduces us to Erskine Bowles, recently recognized as the Citizen of the Carolinas.
In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina.
Erskine Bowles enjoys walking on the trails bordering his South Charlotte home. At 70, Bowles stays busy, dedicating his life to serving the community, following in his father's footsteps.
And it was Skipper who told Erskine, his son, now it's important for you to add to the woodpile of the community.
And he always said it doesn't matter if you're to the right of his friend Jesse Helms or to the left of Ted Kennedy. All of us in our own way can do our part to make this world a better place.
Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind.
Born and raised in Greensboro, Bowles took his father's advice to heart when he went off to college, graduating from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill with a business degree in 1967. That's where he met friend and future business partner Nelson Schwab.
He's about the best friend you could ever imagine. He thinks about you and cares about you.
After earning his MBA from Columbia University, Bowles started his career as an investment banker at Morgan Stanley in New York. That's where he met his wife, Crandall. The two married in 1971 and moved back to Charlotte, where they raised 3 children, Sam, Bill, and Annie. In the mid-70s, Bowles helped start investment banking firm Bowles Hollowell Connor, then co-founded Carousel Capital with Schwab in 1996. The same year, then-President Bill Clinton appointed Bowles as White House Chief of Staff.
We sat down and talked about it, and he was very worried that he was kind of letting me down. I said, my gosh, you don't have a choice. You have to do this.
Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind?
So how did Bowles make the transition from North Carolina to the nation's capital?
It was a fluke. I mean, really, totally a fluke.
Bowles met Mr. Clinton while serving as national president of the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation. The former president told Bowles he signed a bill lifting the ban on fetal tissue research after hearing a story about his sons, who both have type 1 diabetes.
He said, Erskine, this is a pen I just used to sign the executive order lifting the ban on fetal tissue research. He said, I want you to take this pen home and give it to your son, Sam, and tell him today he has hope for a cure. That was it for me. I thought, what strength, you know, what character. And I said, this is a guy I'd really like to work for.
Bowles' experience in financial services prepared him for the political arena, providing him with the framework to take on a bigger task. In 1998, he helped negotiate the nation's first balanced budget in a generation.
That made me feel good. That made me feel like I was doing the right thing to add to the community woodpile.
Bowles ran unsuccessfully for U.S. Senate in 2002 and 2004, winning the Democratic Party nomination but losing the general election. In 2005, he continued his public service career, tasked with coordinating the global response to the tsunami that struck Southeast Asia.
My job was to bring these 69 donor nations and 300 NGOs, non-governmental organizations like the Red Cross, together to get them function as a unit, as one.
Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine?
Back in the Tar Heel State, Bowles took on a new role, serving as president of the University of North Carolina system from 2006 to 2010.
And the way he was able to really paint that picture for legislators really caused campuses to understand, you know, what role they were playing, especially in the lives of the students that were attending those universities.
My work at the university was the love of my life. I loved it, and I think we made it a better university and a better place, and created a lot of opportunity for people in North Carolina.
In 2010, President Barack Obama appointed Bowles to serve as co-chair on the National Commission on Fiscal Responsibility and Reform with Senator Alan Simpson. The two formed a plan to reduce the nation's debt, earning bipartisan support.
I just marvel at the contribution that Erskine has made to our country, to step into the White House at an absolutely critical time.
He's recognized as an authority by the 2 major parties, the leaders of the 2 major parties, and they all respect Erskine. That's pretty hard to do.
Throughout his life, he's always cared about others and how he can add to the community woodpile.
And I'm on to Carolina in my mind.
Despite his accomplishments, Bowles remains humble. He describes himself as just a little guy from Guilford County who had the honor of serving our nation. Today, he says he's grateful for the chance to teach his own children and grandchildren the importance of serving others. For Carolina Impact, I'm Danielle Koser reporting.
Thanks so much, Danielle. As you can tell, Erskine has had quite an impressive career, but of all the titles he's held, he tells us his favorite title is Pop. He and his wife, Crandall, have 9 grandchildren, all under the age of 10. Congratulations, and thank you so much for all you do to help our community. Well,